Hey, thanks for hanging out. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make a chicken feeder out of some PVC pipe and a few accessories. So let's get after it. I've measured the gap that I've got in the chicken house to be able to install this feeder. I need to just rip this down to 250 millimeters or about 10 inches, and then we're going to be good to go. Let's get to that. Going to mark out and attach the brackets for the PVC pipe. I'm not going to attach the pipe yet. I want to install it and then just get the height right. I'm going to make them about 50 millimeters or about an inch back from 2 inches back from each end, just to give me a little bit of space just to be able to move these up and down if I need any fine adjustment once I get it installed. That's perfect. Now we're going to glue these components together. They don't need to be watertight, so I'm not overly concerned with how well I do that particular job. I just want to make sure that they're not going to come apart just as the chickens are in and around, scratching around and pecking in there with their beak. I do want to get those lined up reasonably well. I'm not going to be too fussy about it. And there are two simple connections, the 45 to the 90-degree elbow there, and then the 90-degree elbow to the PVC pipe. So the idea being that you put the feed in from the top, it falls down into the opening here, and this is shallow enough for the chickens to be able to get into quite easily. This will be off the ground just a little bit, just so that it doesn't get too much straw and other debris in there as the chickens are scratching around. Should be a great solution. So we start with just a little bit of primer just to be able to clean the surface that we're going to glue to. Again, not being overly fussy with how clean this is. It doesn't need to be a watertight fit for stormwater or anything like that. Just need enough to be able to get a good bond with the glue. The other thing that I'm going to do, because it's not a critical join, is I'm only going to put the glue on one surface just to try to reduce the amount of squeeze out, just because I don't really want too much squeeze out there that needs to dry before we can fill that for the chickens. That looks good. There's some little casting marks that are on the PVC joiners there, which make it really easy to line up. That's bonded almost instantly. And that little job's done. So now that we've got those pieces glued up, we're ready to reattach those to the board. Just going to show you what that will look like once they're done. So what I intend to do is just to clip them in place like that. This will give me a little bit of room if I need to, just to adjust them up and down if I don't get the board attached to the chook pen quite right. But I should be able to get that done fairly closely. So I'm going to aim to get them in around about the middle. There's also a push-on cap which just sits on the top after you fill this with feed to be able to stop anything being able to get into the top and getting at the food in there. So let's get these attached. So here it is, ready to go. We're going to install it on the inside of the chook shed, and then we'll take a look at it when it's done. So there they are, all finished, all filled up, ready for the chooks to enjoy themselves. Job done, great simple little project. Happy with the outcome, fantastic.